original point. You know what I mean?
I mean, I wonder if we even just look at this. Jeezy's YouTube channel, his biggest, you know, Soul Survivor, 100 million. This is not like entirely gonna tell the story of like how big these records were, because obviously these videos got most of their, or these songs got played the most before YouTube even existed.
And this
essentially.
is his Vivo channel too. That's not even his YouTube channel. This
is there another one?
Yeah, that's the.
No,
Jeezy.
this is Jeezy.
Okay.
I think a lot of the Vivo channels have been kind of merged over time, don't you think? Yeah, these all appear to be on the same channel, but I feel like Gucci. Yo, what's that fucking song with Kodak and Bruno Mars and shit? Why are we not signed in? I'm gonna jump off a building.
He has way more subs.
Does he?
Gucci significantly.
Okay, 5.7 million.
Subs?
Compared to
what was I just? I get the bag with Migos, 625 million, and this is the other one I was talking about with Bruno Mars and Kodak Black. Wake Up in the Sky, 614. A Drake audio only was 76 million. Song with Pooh Shiesty, 70 million.
Dang, my boy Kodak be doing numbers.
That's a hard song too. Rumors. That song is crazy.
I wonder how him and Derek came together for this.
I'm assuming, like you said, it probably came from that Sosa thing, right? That probably.
I mean, shit. Just call Lil Durk, tell him I want to do a song with him.
Yeah. At that
This
point.
Gucci, man. Yeah. This is every rapper's favorite artist.
Yeah. I just wonder, like, how often he chooses to cash in that ability, you know?
That's crazy.
I'm telling you, he thinks that, listen, if they doing, and it doesn't look like people doing better than him, but we don't know what type of promotional bots or whatever. You know what I mean? But whatever the case is. But
everybody gonna bring up the bots now.
I don't know. He's just different. He ain't just giving that shot to everybody. He fucking with people, but he ain't just, because if I was him, I'd be doing it all the time.
But that's what I'm saying. This is a sign of a more mature Gucci, because the Gucci back
I think
then,
he like, yeah, go ahead.
He co-signing everybody. He putting everybody on. $15,000
like,
in a chain. Lil Wop, here you go. You signed. Whoever.
I think his feature price is like crazy, like to where artists like, I think he
Gucci?
like, oh, nigga.
The Paul Brothers, the
300.
The Everyday Bro feature was $1 million, right?
Do you think?
That's the lore.
I mean, that was really kind of like the height of Jake Paul's era, and really like Gucci was at a crazy level of popularity at that point that Jake Paul even chose him.
I guess you got to put that price high on your stuff. You got to stamp your stuff, put the price high, so people know the value you bring.
I had it right there. I was about to say it. God,
it gives you way more value.
I was going to do a comparison between Gucci,
everybody. You're not accessible
getting
to
rid of everybody on his label.
Only a certain type of tier person can work with you.
When I sort of had this like eye-opening revelation to be like, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of the news. I'm gonna get rid of the various nightly podcasts or whatever. And you know, there comes a time where you, as a business owner, where you sort of take a look at everything you've got going on, and you think,
when Adam get to moving that schedule around, somebody got to go.
I would rather focus on the shit that is like working
kick one of
more so than having a bunch of shit that is kind of,
for real,
you know, like maybe could work at some point, but it's not really working right now. And for me at the time, the news really kind of felt like that.
It's YouTube,
in terms
bro.
of like, okay, this is. It's something.
Go
it's
to
cool,
Twitter
but
or
it's
something,
not.
bro.
You know, it's like I'd rather just focus on the shit that's clearly working. Because you notice he didn't get rid of everybody.
Go to Twitter, bro. That's where you need to be on X.
All the people that were realistically going to take a bunch of money to get them working or to make the shit work. And if you're Gucci, you could go on tour, or you could put out your own album, and these things are all like immediately profitable.
Know what you got to say.
You know, at a certain point, you got to be like, well, fuck. Like I got all these people that I signed that I gave them a chance, and it doesn't seem like it's working, so I'm just going to cut.
What's up?
My losses and just sort of move on.
That's literally the comparison I made between y'all earlier.
You obviously know that. You know what I'm saying?
You did.
Amen to that.
Once,
I hope
like,
everybody
the first
blessed
one,
today.
they say you fired everybody, but they left.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I leave that up to y'all. Whatever happened. I know
that was an exodus.
Adam fired all of them.
I
don't know. Some of them niggas moved smart. I think AD moved smart.
Now, some of those people who left, for sure, it was kind of a relief. Like, oh man, I don't got to deal with that. I would definitely have fired him at some point, and he's gone. That's pretty cool.
And to be fair, I don't know. Am I delusional? I feel like if I kept my mouth shut for like a couple weeks or a month, I might could have got brought back.
Man,
you feel me? Like, I don't know.
Marvel,
what if? But when I think about that situation in retrospect, if I didn't
it's because Lush be high as hell.
Capping off the way I was,
he be on the sick one.
Differently.
That's possible. Yeah, it might have taken less time for sure.
Yeah. I did come back eventually.
Yeah.
User man retracted his comment. You should have been retracted that.
When you mourning certain shit, like
you said I should take calls
over this shit, and then like it wasn't
like what open up a phone line.
You had this other shit going on.
100%.
I'll definitely do that.
Be out the park. Like
I'll definitely do that. I just gotta get the room cracking, man. Just start doing the YouTube live.
I know what you
know what I mean. So we gonna build up.
The whole thing about that
though
is like I was fucked up in the head way beyond. You know, it was just like I got hit.
Shout out
something
Jay's
happens
edits,
where like
man.
one bad thing happens to you,
and
then the pile-on begins, and everybody in the whole world decides that they want it. Because so many things were happening around that time. Like there was a clip of me and Sneeko on the podcast together where we were talking about how gross vaginas were, and it was like very obvious to me that we were being sarcastic and like
you were joking.
I think most people out there know that I like vagina a lot more than the average guy, and you know that clip got like 30 million views on Twitter, and like there was a shitload of different girls in the porn world who were shitting on me and talking about me like I hated women, and I can stomach that on a personal level because I'm so used to getting shit on by whoever that it wasn't that big a deal to me. But when shit gets so bad on the internet that your girl starts to really, you know, get affected by it,
you just see it
life can be a little bit difficult. Like for instance, this whole Sharp thing. Lena has no idea. You know? She might find out at some point, and she'll probably be like, "Wow, this is this is gay or whatever." But like,
that she didn't appreciate my urinal bar.
Actually, she heard that. I did play that video for her, but she has no idea that Sharp like made a song about us or whatever. Like so. And the video, I'm sure she's probably never find out.
Crazy is
what's up, Case and Motley? What's happening?
What?
Bro done pulled up on the Titanic.
He got banned for saying.
What's up, pull up gang crazy?
He's part black, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know how that goes. You gotta like submit your birth records.
I think it's kind of hilarious.
I think he got unbanned right away. Look, Sneeko.
Yeah, but
Sneeko got banned.
But like
the algorithm AI,
you need to sue them too.
No, it is deeper than the AI. Don't consider you black.
You need to fix that.
AI don't give you an N-word pass.
I think it's Cuban.
AI don't give you an N-word.
Cuban B.
I don't know, but either way, he's always like he's kind of like borderline Nick Fuentes to the media world. You know, like where they want him to be that toxic, but then in reality, like most of his content isn't really anywhere near as inflammatory as like Nick's. So like. They're always kind of toggling back and forth with Sneeko.
I think Nick is significantly more problematic overall, but yeah, there's because the thing is, though, if you look at Sneeko's earlier content, he was a different person. Now, granted, he was still a teenager.
Dude, a couple years ago, let's check the records. Sneeko, Adam 22.
Yeah, I did. He hopped on a pod with
but not even just me interviewing him. It was I went to his this one.
Nigga.
I went to his apartment in Bushwick, Brooklyn, which if you know anything about Brooklyn, it's like one of the more trendy places to live.
And you used to live there too, right?
Yeah, but if you were this diehard MAGA, Muslim dude, you might choose to live somewhere other than
a little more like the liberal enclave of the world.
So like it was just like a very different time. Yeah, August 19th, 2022. Like he came out like while we were all riding bikes in New York and like hung out with us and stuff. It seemed like
#ChinaMac. I want to point that out.
Wait, in the description. Oh, #AD.
#podcast #Andrew Tate The Matrix ChinaMac.
But #Sneeko and #Sneeko with an SH. But this isn't even uploaded by him. This is some random fan account or whatever. Wait, before we can get off of the Sharp topic, I do have to discuss what is the status of your impending fade with him? How you feeling about that?
Church and I had a conversation
2
nights ago.
Oh, and about the fade?
No, like it was we had a good time.
Yeah, both turned down the fade.
Yeah, mutual.
Who turned down the fade?
Grown ass niggas talking about turning down fades and shit. But y'all ain't little kids no more.
There's no fade coming.
No, hey, we can still box. You feel me? They ain't no
ready to say both of y'all weak. Y'all turned down the fade. We can still 40s up years old.
He had said that he wanted to slap me, so I was like, let's get down.
You should fight in the bathroom here. That's where it came down.
So then he said, I'm gonna slap you, and then I said, like, what's up? We gonna get down. And he said, well, I just said that because I heard that you were saying you wanted to fight me. I was like, well, I said I wanted to fight you because you said you wanted to slap me.
From me, who the fuck you hear from? Because for sure, I ain't never said nothing about that.
I said that's what I told him. I was like, don't let your fucking chat gas you up.
Man, I appreciate that, Casey Moley.
But
You know what I'm saying?
at the
Anything
end
you
of the
got,
day, you
I'm
the
definitely
mark.
gonna support it too, bro.
This fool called
Appreciate
me
that
and we actually.
Mark.
Wait, who's
You
a
made me,
Mark?
That's a real
I'm a
nigga.
Mark.
Lush.
Real
Oh,
nigga,
okay.
nigga,
Fuck
nigga,
out of
nigga.
here,
How
fool.
Thanks,
pump
my
was he
nigga,
in the chat for the fade?
Real
Oh,
ass
no,
nigga,
no,
my
that was
nigga.
right.
Beat him up. He don't want to see me.
But he's way more like down to fade
Why'd
somebody
you call
than
me?
me.
Why'd you
Or a
call?
lot of
You
other
know
people.
what
Hold
phone
on.
calls?
Hold
You
on.
know what phone calls
I didn't
What
call
you
him.
think
Phone
about
calls.
call him.
Diddy
Okay,
clapping
He
meat
called
but
me.
at the
cheeks
end of the day,
and had
called
him
you know
me.
what phone
screaming,
calls
fuck
do.
They
ass,
bring peace.
fuck
Nigga,
ass,
pull up.
nigga?
Nigga, we'll talk when I see you. That's what
Well,
you
Yo,
do.
did you just
And
add
look,
that
this is how the
in there,
convo
bro?
started. He called me. He was on
Fuck
time.
that ass,
Feel me? He was
nigga.
like very upset, and I was like,
So you marked up.
Yo,
No, I
I heard the
didn't, 'cause I
recording.
Hold on.
No,
I heard the recording, bro.
Dick, stop trying to fucking.
And I don't
Come
know,
on,
man. That sounded like Meek Mill. It sounded like Meek Mill, man. Meek probably
This
don't
fool
know
said,
because he was on
this
that
fool was
baby
very
oil.
pissed off. He called me,
I
like, "What's up?"
seen
I was
him
like,
over there. Remember,
"Oh,
y'all
you
know,
up,
y'all
bro?" I was like,
remember
"Where
he
you
was
at?"
over
I
there
told him
when
the
he had
intersection. I
like
said, "Pull up." You feel me?
some song that was number one.
Conversation
And he
over.
went to Diddy house and Diddy was calling him
Send me a
daddy.
DM
He
on
got out that
Instagram.
pool
I
and had on
responded
that
to the
baby
DM. Just
oil.
remember,
That was
you
the night
started
he
all
didn't
this. That's
remember
what I said.
that.
He called
You know what I'm
me.
saying? When
Feel
Diddy
me?
was tearing him
He called
down.
me.
Those
Got
are
throw down
called
by Diddy, bro.
copping.
Please. Bro,
Sweetie.
do you want me and Shark
You
to fight?
started all
We can
this.
fight. He did start it. Every single thing that started,
Y'all some
every
devilish
single
fools,
interaction
man.
negative between me and Sharp was started by him.
But I'm saying
100,000.
you
By
already
who?
were at phase status. So
Right, and he said
why
so
are you
after
telling
that,
somebody
he
who
said-
started what?
But that's not even. He said, I started it, so let's finish it. I said, all right, for sure. You feel me?
Well,
But
there. What
I
happened?
said, pull up. Then he called. When he called, we just started talking. Next thing I knew, we weren't mad anymore. Like in 2 hours.
I mean, at least somewhere related to that.
Down the fade.
The
I feel
ending
like-
was wild. You know,
You
we just
turned down
weren't
the
mad
fade.
anymore.
I've seen multiple clips.
Lush One
from
trying to run no fade,
Sharp's
bro. Lush tweaking. He
recent
was
crash
high as
out,
hell when he was
month
trying
or
to
so
run a
long
fade.
crash out, in
That was the
which
drugs talking.
it seems like he's unwilling to say anything negative about almost anybody, where they're even bringing up like a certain YouTube commentary channel that I shall not name, and he's just like dick riding him, like glazing him, and I'm like, bro, this is a
What?
channel that has made like
80 million
tons of
joints.
videos
Y'all be
about
glazing.
you.
The glazing
who
word
hates
didn't hit to the
you.
top of
And
the
he's
vocab
like
list,
kind
boy.
of defending it and being like, nah, like he cool, church, he's all
Look,
right. And like
They
I heard
do
him saying,
anything to
even
stop
like
being able for
T-Rail and
people
AD
to
have
show
like
love.
roasted the fuck out of him
You
and made it
start
clear that
showing
he's not
anybody
welcome on
some
their
love and
platform.
respect,
And
they
he's
gonna
still
say you
like,
glazing.
they cool, you know, I would be happy to go have a sit
A
down with him
hater
or whatever.
made
And
that,
I
so
get what
we can
mode
stop
he's in
showing each
because
other
I've
love,
been there
you know, and
before,
supporting.
where like you feel like the
I'ma
world is
always
coming down,
support people that
crushing you,
deserve
like
to
your
be
spirit is
supported.
just being
Call it
destroyed on a
glazing all
day-to-day
you want.
basis. So you're basically like
I show
down to
love
like,
and support.
you know,
You know what I mean?
end
I'm a
any
real
beef with whoever because you're so like, God damn, I need a friend right
What do
now.
I like?
And I feel like he's
I
so in
like
that mode that
investing.
I'm not surprised that he was like happy to fucking.
I like
I know if
spending
I
all
called
my
him right
money
now that he would be
investing.
happy to fucking
No,
put
like
an end to
that.
it.
And to be honest, like
I like
our
knowing
conversation, like
I had
that was
5,000 and I
discussed
put
multiple times.
5,000
And
in
I
the
said, I was
market.
like, why don't you guys just talk?
And
Why
gotta
haven't
go
you and
get
Adam
it from
talked?
ground
Will you
zero.
talk to him? Like
Because keep in mind, this
10,000,
wasn't
put the
that
whole
serious. He
10,000 in
was
there.
supposed
Go
to
get it
come
from
on the
ground
podcast
zero
with us.
again. Money
He was even
invested,
supposed to
though.
come on the podcast with
Get that
Wack,
out the way.
but I think he was enjoying the clout
you
rush
like?
so much, and he had like a good month reportedly on YouTube. So I think that was kind of egging him on to keep going with it. And like now that the numbers have returned to earth, and he's kind of like realizing what his life actually is, which is that he's stuck in LA and he doesn't really have any
I
friends.
kind of made him be cool with
Sharp
it.
don't
I'm
need
like,
no
bro,
friends, bro. That's
motherfuckers
what's
think
wrong
you
with
fuck
y'all
about you
niggas.
2-3
Everybody
years
think you
ago. I
need
be
friends.
watching that shit laughing at
When
that
you got
nigga,
too many
like, he's
friends,
just
y'all
a
be
funny
beefing
guy.
like this.
Like he's a funny
Gossip
troll,
talking shit.
and he knows how to troll. Like there's certain shit that he says about certain people on there. Like you know what I mean? Like I understand why because it's like okay, your jokes they're not valid, and you're keep on beating on one subject when it comes to.
I also just feel
Man,
like
get out of here, man.
he don't want to sit down with me because when it
both
comes to an
ends,
actual like battle
Adam
of
was wrong.
wits,
Sharp was right. That's all
Like,
it is. Bottom line.
I can make people laugh.
beyond a battle of
You
wits.
can
Adam
just
cool and all
complain.
with the
Like
platform,
I've
but
got
I
a track
call it
record. I
a
can be
spade
funny.
a
I can be
spade.
smart. I got a lot more tricks in my bag than you. So I don't think he really wants to sit down with me. Especially, he don't want to sit down with fucking whacking me. He don't want to sit down with y'all and me because like it's just gonna be like he's gonna sink in that environment.
It's beyond a battle of wits,
Doubt
though.
Doubt it.
Go ahead.
It's beyond
Sharp
a battle
got
of
more
wits.
game
It's
than all
beyond a
y'all.
battle of what's right
Calling a spade
and
a
who
spade.
created this situation and who's who's at fault. And he might not necessarily want to dissect that in a coherent way.
Y'all don't want to sit
Even
down
like when
with
him and I
Shark.
were talking, I was like, bro, could we like stick to one subject before we just go off on a non sequitur? Like, I literally said that to him, Ollie. He's like, no, fuck that. I was like, all right, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really trying to have a conversation with you right now.
I'm really trying to have a
eventually
conversation with you
Your
right now.
personality with Wack is
No, he not.
like
That don't
that's why
sound
y'all show
confident.
does with it. You don't believe shit that comes out of his mouth. Every time he says like, yeah, all right. That's some bullshit. Like, you gotta prove it. Like, it is like you the only person that makes Wack explain itself. Like, 100%. You know what I mean? And that's why people really tap in. Like, I see the dynamic now because I started. Well, at first I didn't watch it because I just didn't like it.
The Adam and Wack show?
Remo calling for some reason.
Hey, Adam, hold on. I'm finna merge you in with Butter right now.
Butter?
Oh, shit.
He in prison?
That's the last person I thought you were going to be calling me about. Interesting. Okay.
Why you let them folks beat your ass when you went to jail, brother?
We get a Butter update. That's cool. I'm into a Butter update. I can't believe it's not Butter.
Hey, Butter. Yeah.
What's up, my boy? How you living?
No, G, how you coming, man?
Hey, I'm with Lush and Bricc Baby. How you living?
Man, I'm making good. I'm glad Bricc Baby right there.
Uh-oh.
He said, I'm the reason Dirty Deal and he did technical.
Who the fuck said it? Tell him that never came out my mouth so he can stop real quick.
Wait, he's saying that he never dissed Dirk.
That never came out my mouth.
He just said some silly shit. Bricc said like some silly shit.
I never said nothing about
He
you
trolled.
snitching on Dirk.
Yeah, he said that he's a
Yeah, I never ever in my life.
I thought you did say that.
Now, look, I'm trying to say, look, you know, I'm just type of
Could have sworn you said that. No, I ain't gonna lie, Bricc. I could have sworn I heard you say that.
I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah, hell no. You know how man, come on, bro. You know who the fuck we dealing with, cuz you know we was down there. You know what we was on,
He
nigga.
was trolling
I
on
never
show.
said that though. That never came out my mouth.
He was trolling
6.3K viewers, by the way. 63.
The show was trolling on.
That's why I said, you know, I was finna ask you, nigga, why you let them people do that? I was finna get the troll of your ass. You on some serious shit. Nigga, I ain't say no shit like that. You know you my boy. Come on, man. It's like that. Don't worry about that.
It's like that.
Watch the shit. If you can watch it, watch it.
Bye. Hey, appreciate you, Case Emoji, for coming through. You know what I mean? Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, how they treating you in there? Anybody try to bust any Lil J moves on you or what?
Make sure you hit the like button, man. Send me some hearts or something. Where you go. Throw some fire signs, something. Like it, like it.
For real? That's crazy.
Hit the like button for your boy.
I don't need to come out my cell. I don't need to come out the cell with people, man. You know, literally, someone was just down here, and he had motherfucker had sprayed some shit on him on his way on the visit. So he's supposed to pay his county right now. So with me being a high profile inmate, they got me.
Wait,
PC on one side.
You're saying they hit Lil Zay Osama with the Glock Dookie?
No.
You say they sprayed some shit on him?
Yeah, man.
Is that that's really what you just said?
Yeah. He got Glock Dookie. What the
Damn, Zoe Osama got doodoo sprayed. Spraying a man with doodoo is crazy.
Suing somebody over a Glock Dookie is almost as crazy as getting Glock Dookied in the first place. What the fuck?
Shit, you better sue that nigga.
That's a good lawsuit.
Yeah.
You let somebody put feces on me.
Yeah, I'm
That
suing.
got you at high power.
I say, you know, that's the first most about clear shit with that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, high profile inmates touch any jail, you know, they supposed to protect them all,
Man, that shit loud, man. What the hell?
High profile inmates.
What are you saying?
You got to get escorted by the sheriff around the whole county, right?
Around the whole county, they got, you know, keep stuff from everybody, man.
Damn.
I can't even motherfucking go to the gym with a motherfucker on bro, but they got me in this case. I'm in the field by myself. I'm 3 people on the pod with me, man.
Damn.
I ain't even.
Nigga.
I'm looking at motherfuckers. He got
nigga. I said a lot with that, man. Niggas.
Nah, it's like high power.
I said so much, but only using one word.
There was a video of you like that.
If you know, you know.
Shit where you was crying and shit. Your wrist was broke.
Nah, man, I had fucked my thumb open. I had 52 stitches in my thumb, and in my elbow, I had 180 stitches in my elbow, and then I broke my jaw from the impact when the car hit the wall.
Oh,
I broke myself up.
Oh, wow.
That's brutal. That's
He broke his jaw.
So where was you at when you got arrested?
Damn, it was on a high speed chase.
Man, I was just leaving my sister's crib, fucking around. I was with a bitch I ain't even supposed to be.
They talking to Butter right now.
But on my case, I was reading my case and shit, man. The female I got bumped with, she got a Floyd car, so. But I got an open case in Cook County. I go to trial tomorrow, so it's like. I think that's why they end up even charging me with the guns and shit, because I got an open case and I ain't supposed to be around shit like that. Even with her having a.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Yo,
we live, so don't say too much about it. But yeah, just glad to tap in with you.
And
we got 1 minute left.
Butter, yeah.
But
I got one question. Yeah, my one question is, Vlad and Say Cheese have been kind of like reposting your old interview clips where you're talking about what the Dirk Lil Pab hit might have been like, and they acting like you fucking Nostradamus out here, like you knew what was happening way before the feds figured it out. What do you got to say about that?
I mean, truthfully, man, like, we as Americans, man, since we don't use our brain, man, you know what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers making songs, you got niggas promoting that shit out on Clubhouse or what happened, like, 1 + 1 is 2, the fans can't grind me just off hearsay. So it's like, he got mentioned 48 times, 49 times, and that Rico case, they never came to gang. So now it's like, y'all gotta pay attention to this shit. Like, anybody who ever did good time and in this system, motherfucker know how this shit go, man. 1 + 1 is 2 when it comes.
Thank you for using Google.
Well,
but
that was the end of that call.
Like what he's saying makes a lot of sense.
I do.
It do. However, like he was very like a lot more specific about knowing the way things were transpired. I'm not saying that he's ratting in any capacity,
but it was kind of weird. Like, how the fuck do you know about all these
things?
They
all grew up right across the street from each other. Yeah. They know the same bitches. They know, man, niggas be pillow talking. Niggas be friends with ops. You don't really know that without saying go publicize it, but they really, you know what I mean?
Lamb Run is right around the corner from 63rd and St. Lawrence.
That's crazy.
A few blocks away.
For sure. Oh, look, we could talk about non-Bricc Baby things, because when you get back, we're going to talk to you about Swamp Stories.
Oh, yeah.
Swamp Stories.
The end of Brick's career.
Oh, he's suing him.
What's the Swamp Stories?
Smoking Swamp Pack because I got a lot of copycats.
Because I got a lot of copycats.
Anyway, I guess, you know what I could do right now? I could do this. My final shout out on this episode to our boys over at everything420.com. Lush, how do you feel about taking a bong hit on?
What up, my nigga? What up?
Oh, look, we got this thing. Let's do it.
Here.
Is it? You got real weed in this? Okay.
You got real weed in it. What y'all be doing, man? They be acting like they smoking crack.
Hold the lighter to that.
Oh, shit, that's kind of hard. Look at this. It's hard. You can't say that ain't hard. Look at this.
So the intention is what?
What?
Supposed to do that? Wait, this? Or this?
What?
Oh, so you hold this down?
And then
okay, so it's all the way to the right. All right. And then I feel like this flame is a little... is there another lighter? Yeah.
What the hell? That's doing too much.
Oh, yeah. Oh, now we're talking.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, hell no. That was zesty. That was zesty.
So that the idea is that you can basically, like, turn the entire room.
Ain't no way I'm taking a shot from somebody holding
a big old weed party, right?
It's a good way. It's a good way to, you feel me, set the ambiance for any type of late night hype. You feel me?
Here.
Wow. If you want to wake and bake, whatever. I'm not gonna lie. shit work.
Man, that shit make you
All
seem
this
like
shit
you
work.
shooting
Like
yourself. You
damn,
smoking yourself.
I'm so
What
focused
the
off
fuck?
of just one of
Be
these little
damned if I
mushies
smoke
right here.
that.
These mushrooms.
Really? I got you in the zone?
Yeah.
Niggas
I'm
want to
like
do everything
perfectly
but roll
focused.
up
And it said
anymore,
like the
nigga.
ideal dose for a day at the office is 1
Next
to 3
next they gonna
gummies.
have an
A day at the
injection for
office?
weed.
Really?
Niggas
1
gonna
to
be
3
out here
gummies.
injecting that shit
Bro.
Four
in
to
they
6
veins.
gummies is a day at the park.
Talking about
and
it's
7
just
plus gummies is a
THC.
day on the moon.
It feels
It
like this
gets to the
hasn't really like
bloodstream
slowed down at
faster.
all. It's still going. We're still smoking out the room. I'm not gonna lie. The other day, I fucking was doing. We did a bonus episode of the Admin Wax Show this week. So there's another episode with us and Luce that is going to be coming out, I think, tomorrow. And
Look at Lush over there looking like
I
he
took one of the fucking
can't wait to
mushroom
go get
gummies
to
in
that
the
pack.
first episode, not one of the gummies,
Can't
like a
wait to go
chocolate
get
piece or
high,
whatever,
fired
right?
up.
And then like somebody basically ended up like sending me like a crazy message,
What?
and like it fucking stressed me out. And it was the kind of thing that if my brain
guess.
was working coherently, I wouldn't have
guess.
fallen for what the message said. It basically was like, I don't want to go into too much detail. It was basically making me think that I was in trouble with the law.
Really?
Yes. And like, as I'm sitting there doing the podcast, my brain starts to like put the pieces together and be like, wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense. They're trolling you.
They
But, like,
trolling
But
you.
that's how strong it was. You literally got noited out.
The mushrooms like kind of had me to the point where I like wasn't really like, I kind of like went for it at first, like totally. And then I started like
the
thinking about it, and I'm like,
mushrooms will do
wait a
that.
minute, this doesn't make any fucking sense. Why are you stressing this? So it's like the mushrooms, dude, like you got to be careful, because if you're in the right state of mind, I think this is essentially done now.
Gucci.
Wow.
Well, that shit got me high. I don't know what the fuck.
What an
that
incredible
is.
invention. Shout out to everything420.com. You know what this is? This is the perfect stocking
420.
stuffer for anybody out there.
A stocking
So
The
use the
fuck?
link in the description and use the code to get deals on everything 420 products. And make sure you download the E420 app for the fastest and easiest shopping experience. Now, in comparison to that, I did a 4-hour stream by myself last week, and I took I took the same exact dosage of the mushrooms, and it like basically caused the whole stream to just breeze by. Like I was just like, it just was the easiest 4 hours on stream ever. I was so in the zone. So that's like the positive side. If everything's going good, the mushrooms are good. If shit is a little Mickey and tricky, I would hate to be in like an actual like hectic street situation.
But you were still able to navigate yourself out of it, though. You weren't like that deep, because if you were like tripping super hard, that might have just.
But if it was really bad, because I was able, like, it basically like made me take this thing that somebody DM'd me I took it too serious.
Right.
But I could imagine that if it really was a negative situation, like something really bad, that would have been really difficult, because like I can't even imagine like getting arrested while you're on mushrooms.
Oh my god!
You know,
a terrifying thought. Literally.
Something like really bad. Your girl breaks up with you while you're on fucking mushrooms. That would be tough.
Then on another side, like I've been shrooming, and you're like at the ego death stage of shrooming. No matter what happens, you'll accept it. Like I've been.
Hey, Bricc Baby shorts hard. I ain't gonna lie.
I've taken off articles of clothing and just given it to random people just because
awful lot of cough syrup.
I don't care.
How much shrooms you got to do to get to that point?
I'm gonna go ahead and give him a dub for the outfit. The dub for the outfit.
Yeah, I don't know. Crazy.
We gotta definitely get the L to Lush.
That's how much we used to do. Like
Lush be
on the
reminding me
regular.
of 2015.
That shit is like
Adam just sitting crazy, like he trying to work on his posture and shit. Well, over there sitting funny.
As much, you don't have as much
Crater
polluting
Dome
your
here,
psyche.
I was in Amsterdam. You know, you get
like a
their mushrooms.
Megatron.
Have you been to Amsterdam? Those shrooms, like, oh no, they so sour.
Oh, for real?
You never did shrooms out there?
Nah.
From out the shop?
I only went there like one time when I was 19, and like all my homies were fucking banging random prostitutes and shit. And I'm 19, and I'm like, I haven't even started drinking yet and shit. And I'm just like, bro, I'm not fucking with this. Like, even to me, nah, spending $50 on some pussy was like completely out. Like, I thought that was just like, I would never spend money on pussy.
I would never do that.
Like,
we gotta go back, bro.
I'm down.
You know,
bro. But I gotta start smoking some weed, because I can't go out there and just like have that be my reintroduction to weed.
Trash.
Weed is trash.
Absolute trash.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Las Vegas?
California's been ahead of them since the late 90s.
Ooh, Las Vegas?
Yeah.
Las Vegas
you
weed
can
is
pick
ass.
through it. They might import it some fire like a little bit, but that
Switzerland
shit is
got
all
better
like,
weed. They don't even the best in Europe.
Really?
Oh, they
that
talking
shit
about
is
out the
like
country.
train wreck and shit.
Exactly. It's hella sativa.
Yeah. It's sativa out, but
They love that shit out there.
Shrooms out there, bro. the craziest night of my life, bro. I promise you. Like, the night went by so slow. Like, we was out there, it was like, fucking, so you just million prostitutes. I don't want to go into everything. But I had like this tennis ball that I took to the club with me, and I tried to throw the tennis ball away when I was off shrooms, and like maybe 2 minutes later, the ball just came rolling back up. And I was like, what the fuck? And everybody that was with us was like, what the fuck? They start, a girl start drawing on the ball. We at the club. She's like doing.
They start banging on. Oh, 6-0, fuck tennis balls.
But I will say about those like psychedelics, like mushrooms and acid, those are the drugs that I can do, and I'm not trying to fuck.
Oh yeah,
This nigga Adam did every drug you name, boy.
Every other drug, I'm dying.
That's a real white
You
boy.
called me a weirdo like one time I was fucking.
He can relate to any drug somebody talk about.
Like, I'm like, bitch.
You can for sure like the first 30 minutes to an hour
He was
of like
a
a sugar
skateboarder.
ass.
Them
That's where
skateboarders
if you
they
don't have
do
sex, do it
anything
then,
to
or
get
else it's
high
gonna
on
be
some
something
pain.
like that.
Don't feel it and keep
I
doing
I'm probably down to make
kickflips.
love on those things.
You gotta really like the person. Then,
I'm probably not gonna be able to like just.
You gotta mix it with the Molly if you try to.
Fuck yeah, that's a great.
That does sound great. Yeah.
Force
Mix
flipping
it
a
with
bitch
the
pussy
Molly,
all
y'all
day.
niggas is
But
true
here's the
drug
thing, and this is the
heads,
best
man.
advice I could give because I know everybody.
Man, they have 15, 20 minutes talking about doing all these drugs. Like, God damn.
A lot of competition around here.
Yeah. Is the bar is set high. The best advice I
You
can
had
ever
to
give
mix
anybody
two
about
of
drugs.
them.
And the reason why I'm still alive is because I'm a pussy. I'll take
That's what it
less than a
sound like.
recommended dose. And yes, I always take a smaller dose. See how it make me feel? I want to control that shit. I want to know exactly how that's going to hit me at the peak of the party, when the music's the loudest and there's the most people around me, and that's when I'll be like, okay, I can take some more. Or you know what? I think I need another glass of water.
Gotta
You
keep
feel
my
me?
head up.
Take less.
I do feel like with anything, including
Nigga.
alcohol, you should really like do
What
it
up, my
to the
niggas?
point that you
What up,
feel
nigga, nigga,
something,
nigga, nigga, nigga,
and
nigga?
then stop.
Say it, nigga.
And like give it some time, like even with
Nigga,
alcohol,
yesterday, nigga,
you know,
nigga,
you have a drink
nigga,
or two,
nigga,
and
nigga.
then just chill. Because like the problem for me throughout my life has always been that like I get like a little
Cody.
drunk, and I'm like, oh, I want to get really
Kimber.
drunk. I want to get like fucking annihilated, and that basically ruins the experience. Where like you can have fun, but then you're gonna have this like terrible hangover the next day. It's just not really.
And I think so. Like what I said is an even more stringent version of what you said, because what most people do is they'll keep drinking and keep taking whatever drug they're on before they even feel the effect.
Yeah.
They're not even gonna wait to see how it hits them. They're just
If you're in the club, just drink that shit. Fuck it. Fuck it. It's like,
Say what's up, puppy.
at the end of the day, it don't even matter
what's
the
up.
effect. You want the effect.
That's how you get
So speaking of booka, yesterday I'm coming home from the Joshua Tree vacation, and I'm thinking like, okay, I got a couple things I probably want to watch on YouTube to make sure that I'm ready for the show tomorrow, and then it pops up in my feed. Swamp Stories had finally released their epic Bricc Baby documentary that had been being teased for a couple of weeks, maybe a month. Started watching it with Lena by my side. Normally she doesn't really pay attention when I'm watching random hood documentaries on YouTube. This one got her. She starts paying attention.
She's like, wait a second, Michelangelo from the Ninja Turtles is narrating this.
She was
You got a real
pissed.
white girl.
And
She
had
like,
to go
where
to
is
bed
he
before
always
she could
watching
finish
black
it. She even
shit
texted
for?
me today, and she's like, I honestly might go finish that Swamp Story. Which is crazy coming from her, because she never watches any of that type of shit. What feelings were you
I
left
forget what Swamp Stories is.
Wait,
I think I've
from
seen it
the
before.
Swamp Stories? What stood out to you? There's a few little things. I'll just toss one out there.
It'd be like it's like
I guess
hood
like
documentaries.
it didn't really
and stuff,
occur to me how
like
much
a dude going
work
to the hood,
Eric
going
Holder
there and
was
documenting,
known for putting
like,
in the
known
streets, or that he
hood
had that
stuff
much
in
of a
each-
reputation prior
like
to
each
all this. I
city and
just
stuff.
didn't really know that he kind of, and I don't know if Swamp Stories is maybe exaggerating that, but I had never really thought about that. Like, I guess I didn't know how close you guys were, and I didn't know what his reputation was exactly.
You knew they were close.
Prior to the Nipsey.
You didn't know they were close?
I knew they were close, but I didn't know how close.
He got a little rep out there.
Right. You
He
probably
got a
don't
little
wanna,
rep out there. Yeah, I just don't, what I'm saying? Because then I'm bigging him up and all this shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, anybody would tell you, like, He known for doing that.
He couldn't have had that name if he wasn't to begin with, right?
I don't know.
That was a moment where
that
was a moment where I had to pause it because Lena's like, "Wait, so was Bricc happy when?" And I'm like, "No." I'm like, that was his man, but he didn't agree with that happening.
For sure. I was in jail. I had nothing to do with that. But like I said, they was hanging out in front of the Foster little group home in the hood. I took them little niggas in. It was him and a little dude we call Black Hood, but I think he got moved out to another facility. Then he went to jail and all that. I be hearing about him from time to time, but he's like a foster kid that ended up going to the IE. But yeah, he used to be around and he used to live with me damn near. And then especially when I got shot, he definitely used to live with me and help me get my life together. You know what I'm saying? Him, Avenue Blue, put a special shout out to Avenue Blue, Free Avenue Blue. I got that tatted on me till it's backwards.
Was there, just to kind of go from the beginning, was there anything about your younger life that they got wrong? Because watching that, it's kind of hard to understand Smack saying that you're not from LA. Like, it details in extreme detail about.
He went into like records.
Yeah. So was there anything in that you like had never been out there publicly and you were kind of shocked?
Like what about what?
Just like what school? The basketball shit.
For him to know I graduated from Price, I went to Price the whole time. He was trying to make me. First of all, I DM'd him like the screenshots.
He went to Culver with my little brother. First of all,
no, I went to Culver. I got kicked out of Culver for starting a riot. Then I went to Price. Then I went to Westchester. Then I went to Culver.
Trying to explain
again. I went to like 4 schools. I went to Crenshaw,
LA from Atlanta.
Continuation. And then I just
saying you
stopped
wasn't at
going to
Price the whole
school.
time.
Then I went to Mississippi because the basketball coach was like, "You're not about to miss basketball season." The whole first semester of
I want to see this nigga.
My 11th grade year, I kind of dropped out.
That work on the court.
Went to Mississippi,
Bricc Baby,
played basketball in Mississippi, came back, and then I was banned from LAUSD, and I was banned from Culver City. So I went back to Price because it was a private school, and the basketball team was straight
still. A whole lot of nothing.
But anybody that would even question some shit like that.
And I wasn't nobody backup point guard.
Okay, you starting point guard?
But when they were showing all the pictures of the basketball team, you weren't actually in any of those pictures, were you?
No, those were different years. Those was like just pulling up because we won the state championship. We did a 3-peat. Then I think we lost a year, and then we won like 2 years in a row after that.
And, like, one thing that Lena said, it was funny getting her commentary throughout it, but she was like, she keeps, you're watching it, and it's like, you seem like you have something good going, and then you just fuck it up. And she actually just said, like, wow, this makes him look so stupid. And I'm like, he's made a lot of mistakes for sure. Yeah.
Bullshit.
It just makes him look so stupid.
Different cases he had.
His girl be at the house talking shit about these
case
niggas.
Where he said, I got high-speed chase and caught with a gun and mysteriously disappeared. No, I was on a 10-year joint suspension, damn near probation, like how Thug is. If I fuck up, I get 10 years. I was in there. I was in L.A. County for like 9 months. Then I went out there for 3 months fighting the case. And then they let me bail out. I bailed out. We went to trial on that case. I beat that case. It was 2 people in the car. You didn't catch the other person in the car. And the gun was on the other side of the car.
For real?
It wasn't never the gun. They didn't find the gun up under my seat or nothing like that. So you got to prove that that's my gun.
Oh, yeah.
They took a whole lot of money from me and a whole lot of
Because in the Swamp Stories thing, they're kind of painting the picture that, like, you've just been miraculously getting away with all of these very serious crimes and getting minimal punishment.
I've been having great lawyers my whole life.
Throughout the years. Part of that stood out to me, I was like, well, if that's true, if he's telling, why did he go and sit in the county jail for 4 years over stealing a jacket? Just to go to like a slightly more recent history, that just doesn't seem like that's how that would necessarily work out. I don't know.
And it would check out that he would have good lawyers, considering that your nature of your family and what they was involved in.
It ain't even that. It's just And then by the time I had rapper homies and I was getting money too, I ain't never really asked my mom for nothing.
No, not about that, but you
the
would have
only
an
case that my
understanding.
mom ever helped me with, and it wasn't, I had lawyers on my juvenile case that I paid for, but the only lawyer was because I couldn't get to my money for a second.
Your mom put up her house.
Was when I got caught with all those pounds. It's the only time they ever really had to help me, or probably this time too. Like, she probably gave me like a couple $1,000 just because she wanted to.
That's a pretty long stories, Doc, too. He doesn't usually, that's damn near an hour long. Normally he's like a half hour to 45.
That is why we are smoking Swamp Pack.
And those
got a lot of copycats.
And like
crazy.
Those houses that he talk about with
the
heat will going back and forth. I'm not don't go into it, but like those houses are like not the houses. It's like my grandma's house was not that house, and like you know what I mean, like shit like that. But it's like
almost right, but not quite.
Yeah, he close, but go ahead.
But he's also kind of making it seem like right now you are living in the lap of luxury. Like you have like the most baller.
No, my shit bigger than yours.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, hey, I'm not like hating at all.
No, I'm saying to him.
Oh, and yeah. Wait, but he did. He said that, right? He said you're living better than me. Oh, okay, now I get what you mean. Because I'm watching that, and it's crazy. Like he's describing it like you're fucking shack, just living in like that. And I'm kind of like, I mean, I ain't been to your house. I don't know, but it's like it. I mean, it just seemed like he was making it out to be like,
bro, it's a cool house. Okay. You know what I mean? It's not a super cool house.
But he's also basically saying that you're living in the lap of luxury from getting like $100,000 for killing Lil Pab.
He was saying I got $1 million.
Damn, from killing Lil Pab. It's crazy.
Secret crip assassin.
And that's why we started watching it, because I was gonna wait to watch it, and Lena saw that title and she was like,
"Gotta hold it. I'm on the charger."
Secret crip assassin. She's like, "What the fuck?"
Let's get to it then.
She was scared, and I had to break down. I had to break down. I'm like, okay, so he's allegedly had to do with this thing with Lil Pab. She don't know what the fuck a Lil Pab is. She don't know what a Quantum Rondo is. I'm having to explain so many little things. It's like a 20-minute explanation before I can even press play on the video. I'm like, oh my god, this is crazy.
This nigga was explaining the backstory.
My childhood.
She didn't say that, but I kind of got a little bit of that. That's kind of what I was thinking a little bit. So.
I know that white lady don't want you around her kid.
Country music.
You know it.
I know she's like, he plays both sides as well.
She don't want you around her
very
kid.
two-faced. And like, he come around, act like a square, and he's killing people at the fucking gas station in the middle of the day.
Just shootouts, full-blown shootouts.
No, 100%. Yeah, that kind of blew my mind.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but not like
with this.
He did a little homework. Some shit was all. My mom don't know no goddamn big meats. Like my mom didn't. My mom.
His mother.
My mom's
big meats.
Well, they also make it like when you went to Atlanta, you were like 100% like linked in with BMF, like you were working for / with.
That's doing too, but.
I always kind of took it as more like you were around, but you were kind of doing your own thing. You like knew them, but I don't know.
I got the dev before just on
that nigga don't know no BM. He don't know big.
They don't sell weed. Shit. I don't sell dope. So you get what I'm saying? I mean, well, you know, when I was around, we was hanging out.
If they were that good of friends, you would have been Blue Da Vinci.
No, I didn't rap then.
Okay.
I wasn't even thinking about no rapping.
You know what? Also, like when you're watching it, you get a little bit of that feeling of like JT the Bigger Figure, where it's like like when I interviewed him, he's telling me his life story, and I'm kind of thinking like, how the fuck is this seriously all one person who had all these different experiences? And I was kind of feeling like that watching it. It's like, and then he was doing this, and then he was doing that, and I'm like, that is just so much for one human.
You got to think they got a young LA nigga. You got to think. All Meech and them, they love Crips. So I'm like, young LA nigga, fresh out of juvenile, all out here, extra out. They got chopped. They got big old gun. Man, let me hold that motherfucker. Where we going?
What about?
You know what I mean?
What about like?
I can have this. Like, all right, come on.
What about like Bricc Baby had, young rolling 60s waiting at LAX, and they would track the guy to his home, send Bricc Baby the address, and then Bricc Baby would go there and relieve them of all their possessions. And I'm kind of thinking like, bro, if you got like a worker who's waiting at LAX, and you really like the champion, then you probably also don't need to be the one running up in the spots as well. I mean, that just seemed like a little, I don't know.
It kind of sounded like he's
Bricc
like
Baby
Venom.
Like it's like Batman.
Yeah.
No, like
Bricc
Joker, I
Baby
guess.
is the op stopper.
You straight up escaped from Arkham Asylum.
Sometimes I feel like that about
popped up
myself
off
too, because
the
I'm telling
plane.
stories about shit I was doing 20 years ago, and it just doesn't. Given what I'm doing now, it just sounds kind of made up. Like, you know?
I mean,
but yours has so many stars in it. Same thing with JT. It's like there's too many like big names in the story for it to just be regular.
JT wasn't lying, and Swamp Stories was pretty accurate too, apparently.
I guess so.
That's real. Right? I guess.
Yeah, he's like an 80%.
That's what I'm saying.
He's like an 80%. He had like dates and details fucked up, and me fucked up at the end. He had me all the way fucked up at the end, but it's cool. And then, he did his research.
San Diego still need that fade with Swamp Stories.
Yo, but they
trying to build a Rico on you, Bricc Baby.
Sorry for not turning your call previously.
Wait, did we just get to hear his real name or his real voice?
That was folks in it? Oh.
Now I gotta get off Do Not Disturb because he's not picking his fucking phone up. He wanted to have a conversation, but
what? Calling back.
Yeah,
I have
a
a friend who's like pretty connected and has good intel on who Swamp is.
Really?
Yeah.
We about to do it. We about to do a skit, but
they about to do a skit.
I fucks with Swamp though, so I ain't trying to. You feel me?
We were supposed to link up with him on one of the No Jumper trips that took place this year. It didn't really happen, but it's definitely possible.
Yeah, no,
it's possible.
Nah, I'm gonna make. I feel like
booker.
Yeah, nah. At first, I used to talk to him and shit, but I'm gonna give him his space. I ain't fucking with him like that.
Really, that video was a little too much.
Yeah.
But you kind of like it though, too.
It's cool. It didn't really do too much, but it's like you type of nigga that try to get close to me and start talking to me, have me and some shit just because you like to tell stories and troll.
For real. Nigga,
he's a cool guy. I like him still. It's just like.
Right.
Nigga doing
why would you
taking notes?
Definitely, you can't like say nothing to a YouTuber that you wouldn't say to a regular person.
For sure. I didn't give him no intel on the story though. He was telling me he wanted to. He like, well, so what happened? Like, bro, shit, you found that researching? Nigga, I don't know. Just keep on going. Like, nigga, I'm not about to give you none of that shit.
He might be like the ultimate troll in the entire like YouTube streets if you think about it, because at the end of the day, he's under this veil of anonymity that like gives him so much more autonomy. Like even like we knew who Ak was during War in Chirac.
Yo, what's up?
Are we live?
Oh, we live.
We're live. We're live.
We live.
How is little Zaire feeling?
Ladies and gentlemen, Swamp Stories. How you doing? We just called you the ultimate troll of YouTube.
Yeah, literally, because you're untouchable, and it gives you this aura that other creators can't really touch.
Because 1090 Jake out here getting security and ARs, and Chaplow Ross got a 10-inch blade on his waist. You know,
you're not afraid of the booker?
I'm not a convicted felon, so I can carry whatever the I want, and I'm not worried about nobody, especially in LA, but nobody in general.
Squabble City.
Yeah, Squabble City.
You ain't worried about nobody.
That's what I'm saying. What you talking about? You ain't worried about nobody in LA. You gotta test the water.
Y'all don't do nothing but fight each other. There's no gunplay going on around that bitch.
But guess what? When we strip you of that blick, we go booka booka booka.
Hey, Bricc.
Yeah.
Why are you playing with Gucci Man like that?
I take it you haven't been watching the episode. We just talked about that for like an
hour. Swamp, why you get stripped to Sunnydale? Why'd you get stripped to the Sunnydale projects, bro?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Orlando.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What you mean, bro? Why'd you get stripped to Sunnydale?
I've never been stripped in my life.
Allegedly.
I've stripped somebody you know, though.
Who that?
Who?
We're gonna talk about it. When I come on No Jumper one day with my bare face, we're gonna talk about it.
You ain't coming through with a bare face. You ain't ready for all that smoke. What?
I just need a plan for how I'm gonna execute it. and then I'm gonna do it.
Well, you're gonna leave the country after, or unalive yourself, or what's the plan?
I'm gonna pull a trap lord. I'm gonna go across the seas.
Hey, but this is the most we've actually, like, the world has heard your real voice because you're not putting on the Michelangelo accent.
I feel like, yeah, if you go back to the old stuff, you hear a little bit more of like a real voice. But now it's like, oh, Bricc Baby, the ultimate killer.
I tuned it down a little bit. I was just trying to figure out the best way to do it, and I was saying,
hey,
I was sounding a little too animated.
Can you give us an update on the beef with you and Traplo Ross? He said he's smoking on that swamp pack.
All right, let me talk about it. So back in the day, about a year ago, we ended up running across the same topic for a video.
Mm-hmm.
He accused me in the DM of copying his video, even though I didn't even put out the video because he put it out. He accused me of copying a video. Then he proceeds to copy 3 straight videos of mine, the Honeycomb Brazy one, and there's 2 other ones. He already copied the Draco one way back. He's copied about 4 of my videos so far, and he calls me the copycat. That doesn't even make sense.
Well, I think that's get back for you copying one of his videos, because he basically put it out there like,
ever.
I have had a conversation with Traplo Ross, and I hope I'm representing his side of the story correctly, but he basically said that he was in a group chat with you and a couple other like YouTube essayists, etc., and that he threw out a video that he was working on, and you basically like raced to do that video before he could put out his video, and then he kind of confronted you about it, and you were just basically like, "Hey man, that's how the game goes. Like, that's the shit. It is what it is."
That's not what happened at all. That's not what happened at all.
What happened?
Let me tell you what happened.
All right.
Listen,
sure.
Bricc. Bricc, you're all over my mind today.
Pause.
No pauses over here, my
Okay.
Nah, so what happened, bro, was I don't know shit about things outside of California. I just be bullshitting. So I had a guy doing my research, and he put together a document months ago of the same topic. So I just wrote a script for it. And then when we touched base about it, it ended up being basically the same shit as he did. And then I told him that, and he was like, "Oh, you're stealing my video." And I didn't even put out the fucking video out of courtesy, and he's still mad. Like, I don't know what he's mad for.
Oh, shit. So, wait,
if he wants to diss, we could run a fade. Like, I will beat the fuck out of the little bitch.
Oh, shit. Well, we don't even know what you look like. We don't know how tall you are. We don't know what race you are. We got no clue about you.
We don't?
Don't need to. Hey, Bricc.
What up, chump?
Are we good?
Yeah, it's love.
Well, I don't think you guys should be good so quickly, because you are out here trying to convince the whole world that he's a snitch, one of the worst labels you could put on a motherfucker from the streets.
Listen, I got questions, Bricc.
Yeah.
All right. On the video, you caught about 4 straight Class A felonies in Georgia, back to back in the span of 2 years.
Damn.
And you never went to prison. What the fuck happened?
I had a great attorney. I went to trial. How you say that shit disappeared when I went to trial on the gun case? You can't look up the trial on the gun case?
That's all. Huh?
I said you can't look up the trial on the gun case. My shit got dismissed in trial.
Listen, I had a paralegal go through this is why the video took
we
so long.
We could call Daniel Kane.
Huh?
I said I could call my lawyer. I could call Daniel Kane. You should be able to go research any type. I've never had an interrogation. The only one I had an interrogation on was probably when I was 17, and they definitely probably don't got that, because I was telling the officer I went to fuck his daughter. And
juvenile records are sealed regardless.
What the fuck?
What I'm saying, the paralegal, there was no further information about your cases, which in Georgia, everything's out there. You can find anything about it. It's not like LA where they seal everything. So
I could get whatever from my lawyers or whatever. I gotta go get. I already know my shit.
I gotta put something else out there.
But nah, my shit got dismissed second day of trial.
All right, I got a better question.
Ooh,
I was on Snoopy Badass's stream earlier watching. And by the way, horrible stream. He was watching. He was reacting to my video.
Yeah,
and what he said was that he thinks that you took down BMF. And he was saying that you're the reason why Big Meech went down, and that when you caught those 75 pounds, that that
Big Meech was already in jail. What the fuck are you talking
Wait,
about?
how is that not an amazing stream? What are you talking about? That sounds incredible. He really said that?
Yeah, he said it, but his quality was so bad that well, I'm gonna get him right.
You gotta respect it. You gotta respect him for doing a Sherm stream, though. You feel me? That's a YouTube first.
You love a good snitch streamer, huh? Talk about I'm gonna get him right. I'm gonna get him right.
but listen. I never said in the video that you had anything to do with Big Meech going down. I never even insinuated that because they went down. They went down in 05. Your case was in 06.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
But
that was like a little subtle diss, I felt like. You see how he did that right there? Yeah. He was trying to be slick. I felt like the way you said that right there, you were trying to insinuate. You were like, oh, well, it couldn't be. You're kind of saying like, damn, it's a year later, so it could be related. There might have been information that was given, etc.
No.
Look at him. He just mad because he marked out on the last phone call.
I'm clearing Bricc on the Snoopy badass accusation.
But you seem like very confident that he is one of the co-conspirators on the Lil Pab hit.
I mean, who else would Lil Durk call?
I mean, you know how many fucking trips there are out here? I mean,
there's a lot of people he could have called.
Yeah.
I mean,
all right, I'm gonna put this out there. I'll put it on my life that Bricc knows exactly who number 2 and number 4 are. Well, if it ain't him, he knows exactly who they are, and he knows them in real life.
I think a lot of people in LA have a feeling about who it might be.
Who?
And
I don't know.
Some people might say that they just straight up know, but
yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Listen,
they gotta put their names on there, and then I know if I know them. You know what I mean? Like shit, I don't know who it is.
You said in the song, we got $1 million for that hit, right?
$1 million for the hit.
No, I'm not gonna say what you're talking about. But nobody gave you $1 million to kill a Hoover or something. So everybody put 2 and 2 together.
Oh,
this guy is insane.
It's music. It's music,
before
baby.
I waste more of y'all time, I got one last topic, and I'll let y'all go and continue with the stream.
Okay. I got one more question for you, too. Before you do that, though, when are we getting the Spiffie Luciano documentary? Because I want to know about all the work he put in the streets before he transitioned to rap.
I don't give a fuck about him.
Oh,
he's not affiliated. He's nothing.
Oh, it's official.
I don't cover. Yeah. I already looked into him. There was nothing there.
I'm out. I quit.
They say that he squealed before.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know about that, but what I do know is that he's got a little Crip Mac in his history claiming different shit. So,
yeah.
Hey, but shouts to Crip Mac, a real one.
I think he used to be from Grape Street or something. You got put off Grape Street.
That's what his baby mom said, I think.
Yeah.
Where's she at?
Where's she at?
Baby mom's
I don't know. I think she's in Bricc Baby's comment section.
Ooh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that was her? That was talking about the grapes beat his ass?
Shout out to my grapes.
That's crazy.
Your baby mama putting that out there is wild.
Bricc, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Why are you acting like Eric Holder is wrong?
What?
Come on, man.
Hey.
Chill out, bro.
Chill out.
What you mean?
What's that mean?
I'm just saying, that was your homie. You're supposed to ride with your homie, right?
Fuck
you put him on, right?
Hey.
Come on, bro.
Listen,
What are you
those
talking about?
conversations I don't have on the way. I just feel like, I'm going to put it like this. I just feel like with him knowing how much I love Nip and knowing how much I love him, they could have figured something else out.
Right, but you said on Cam Capone, you said that you don't want to hear nothing from Eric. But this seems like, I don't know. I just feel like,
Huh?
I don't know, man. I'll leave that alone.
Leave that alone.
We'll do some content down the line.
No.
We'll get to the bottom of all this.
I know I don't gotta say shit. Hey, I DM'd you about what I disagree with, but we'll talk about it offline.
All right, Swamp Stories. Good talking to you, man.
Cemetery K.
Yeah, and are you Cemetery? We still need to know. You really still think that's him? I thought that was debunked. Oh, okay. Yeah,
No, it's not fucking Cemetery, bro. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
But let me say this. I'm not Cemetery, but I did have a rap career before I did YouTube.
I know that. I know who he is.
Well. Wow.
Exactly who bro is. It's all good. He cool. He's cool.
Yeah?
1000% know who he is.
Wow. I just want to make it clear. This is my first tobacco since last week's episode.
I had nothing to do with that. He fucking took that out of my pocket. If you watching this, like, you feel me? Like, I did not give him that cigarette.
Talking to him was so mysterious.
Not as mysterious.
He's a fucking, how does he, like, get...
He's a police officer.
He's got a research guy.
Nah, he just watches everything.
Yeah, he just pays attention,
let you go back on your word.
Yeah, like, it's really not that... when you say got a research guy, yeah, motherfuckers look at Reddit. They have Reddit people. Look at why Trap Lord got ads on his videos. If you want to join the Intel cartel, sign up here. Like, yeah, it requires a lot of research what these motherfuckers do.
Wow. That was great. I know you ain't get $1 million to kill a Hoover. Yo, he's funny, bro. That was crazy. What a character.
I'll say this. He's been funny on the internet for a long time.
That's true, yeah. You got to give him that. He's kind of like... Tribal Ross used to be trying to be more funny in his videos, and he, like, hung it up to be more of, like, a serious documentarian at a certain point. Swamp Story's still kind of more in the troll category, I think.
Well, and that's because of the veil of anonymity. Or like, if I knew...
Trap wanted to start coming to America, and he started seeing all that, hey, like, maybe I can lighten up a little bit. But if he's stating all facts in there, you can't troll when you doing it. If you just give it play-by-play and it's facts, hey, no harm, no foul.
Yeah. I mean, that's not... 100% true.
Hurley Films got a dope documentary style video about me too.
That's the first ever. By the way, shouts to Hurley. Right. Shouts to Hurley for dropping the first.
How many views you got on that? Shout out to Hurley. Let's pull it up so people can go check this out.
See what Hurley talking about.
That shit hard.
Hurley Films, one of the main guys over here at No Jumper. Inside the deadly gang ties of Bricc Baby, the full untold story. Am I not subbed to Hurley? Hurley got a few other
great channels.
153 on a video about Fatso.
Scrolly 229.
229. Hey man, he out here. He's doing his thing.
Can we give Hurley a few?
That's why I had to stop and do that because he didn't. He asked me a couple things, but he didn't ask me. He didn't get the documentary for me. He really just play-by-played it. Like, did a good job.
Interesting.
I mean, we do work at the same office. Certain shit, he's like, hey, man.
See if you really about that life. That's
you know what I mean?
Take that out.
He was being cool about it.
Yeah. Definitely. So you guys get a chance to watch the Quando Rondo interview the academics did.
That nigga Quando was gonna walk off that
I was a little bit let down. Obviously, he got what he could out of him. But, like, the first 10 minutes of it are pretty much them talking about food. And then...
First of all, can we talk about this?
He really stands on business and shuts down when they try to talk about...
Can we talk about the food thing real quick? Because Quando Rondo... and this is why I have a whole new perspective on this guy. This is a guy that got dissed on the Free Dirk song.
Right.
You feel me? I'm on a song with big rappers like... Bricc Baby and Adam 22 and Trap Lord Ross.
I am a big rapper. Thank you.
You feel me? Like, and I chose to diss Quando Rondo on that song, not just because of my love of Dirk. You feel me? And my affiliations, whatever they may be. You feel me? With certain people. Regardless of that, the fact that now I see Quando Rondo as a actual child because he thinks Olive Garden is a good restaurant.
Well, I think
you're a fucking child.
But I thought Ack was kind of saying that. Like Ack seemed like he felt like Olive Garden was a pretty nice restaurant.
Yeah, well, I feel like Quando did
Olive Garden ain't shit, bro. He said, "Nigga, go to the Palms," and he said that shit ain't shit. He was like, nigga, that's some quick shit you go. Because Ack was saying something about no ops gonna be there. And his eyes opened up like, boy, that shit ain't shit. Boy, you don't know who you gonna see at Olive Garden.
The Olive Garden is popping as far as Olive Garden.
I was kind of taken aback by Ack saying that he refuses to eat anywhere that isn't a chain. Because I kind of feel like the opposite. Like when I'm going to a random city, it's like, I'll do almost anything food-wise to get some of the local flavor than to hit up like Cheesecake Factory.
But Palm is in like 7-8 different states.
Ack has a lot of rules about food too. Like he won't eat anything that comes from the sea.
I feel like that's also like with that, it's like lawsuit related. So if I'm suing you, I'm suing a major corporation as opposed to like as opposed to a mom and
if
pop
you're eating a
company
meal and you're thinking about how you might sue the people who made the meal, that's kind of crazy.
Ever.
Well, why the fuck are you saying I only eat at chains?
I was surprised by that.
That's a sus comment to begin with. No offense, Hack. I'm just saying, bro.
That was a little wild.
He's in terrible health. His health is declining. After hearing him talk, it's like pizza, hamburgers. Like, bro,
to think
that's why you're not losing any weight, gang. You need to eat shit that comes out the sea. That might be a great start for you. Go pescatarian. It worked for the Bricc.
And he's an Islander too, isn't he? From the Caribbean?
Yeah. Goat. I could agree with him.
I can't eat
goat is delicious.
Did you see these tweets from Quandarando the other day? I don't fuck with no podcaster but academics. The rest of y'all clout chasers and culture vultures.
Act paid for that.
Big Bank, a real one too. He corrected the record after that. I mean, when you go to culture vultures, that usually is a term that's used for white people making hip-hop oriented content.
He dissed you.
Quandarando is someone who has sat down with both me and you, but then also he did a Vlad interview very recently. I felt like a little bit offended by that. I want to know if I'm really a clout chaser, because I felt like we did a pretty respectable conversation there.
We did the Dirk song, the Free Dirk song.
Okay, that's true. But I didn't diss him. I guess both of you kind of did.
I did too.
But it was for the grace of the song, man.
Yeah, it's just
we already talked. We stand where we stand. Me and Big Sad talk. We stand where we stand. Rap back. Shut the fuck up. Or tweet about it. I'm cool with that.
I have a new perception.
Just make sure you at me the next time. I'm trying to get my Twitter cracking.
After that interview,
but is it even? Oh, is it? Because I don't even have it. That's why I never tag you when I post anything about shit. I gotta get it.
And I don't know how to change it. So
Twitter is such a weird landscape to navigate.
I just want my old page back. That's why I got plenty. Like, if we could go down the Bricc Dip history timeline, oh my god.
Well, if you want to know how much of a loser I am, I mean, like, I used to pay for my blue check on Twitter.
I remember, and you were hyped at one point,
highly prioritized in the algorithm.
Okay,
to the point where a user named Adam22 made a tweet that said, "I don't see anything on Twitter besides and Lush." You feel me?
That may have been true at a certain point. I feel like now that's the one thing. Why do I spend like an hour a day looking at Twitter when Twitter, none of it's all politics for me on my algorithm, at least. Like I see so little hip hop content. It makes me feel like maybe I need to spend time exclusively on other social networks, because I'm not really getting anything that's useful for my career of talking about rap on the internet. I'm mostly getting political stuff that makes you kind of mad, but then I don't have anything to do with it because I'm not really like doing anything politically. So I see all this politics.
There's no agenda.
To follow the
I guess so.
Follow, like, whose tweets used to be the best. Like,
back in the day, it was like Zach Fox. It was super funny.
It was shit going on. Like, even my homies, like, we used to be in the same house tweeting each other. High as fuck off Molly.
High as hell, tweeting each other in the same house is some high ass shit, bro. You high as hell. You get my tweet, nigga sitting right next to you. That's some high shit.
Yeah, it's a tweet. And a lot of that really just doesn't look that good 10 years later.
You know what? I'll never delete a single tweet, and I said some really fucked up shit back in the day. Go ahead. Dissect the Lush One Twitter.
Don't nobody care about your motherfucking Twitter, Lush.
I think my shit was like Bricc Baby 60.
And there's videos on YouTube of me saying everything, every slur imaginable. Go ahead. Find that
It's fucked up.
Don't nobody care about you, Lush. I'm sorry to say. Stick to the battle rap world.
Yeah, because I don't have the number for the
two-step. My boy.
I did.
No, I'm just playing. I fuck with you, Lush. I fuck with you, Lush. Anybody in the battle rap community, I fuck with you, man. I ain't gonna even lie.
See, it's already complicated.
That's very complicated.
Just let me talk my shit, though.
When I think C, I think the letter C.
I'm a supreme shit talker, so you a shit talker, shit. Talk your shit.
You might want to pay for the check mark.
No, and this is where I was trying to go.
I paid for it because otherwise I was gonna have to get like an encryption backup thing.
You had to pay for it? Now I feel so much less of a loser.
No, because I think I lost it, and then it was basically like if you pay like $80 for the year or whatever, then you don't have to get because I want to have 2-factor authentication so they can't steal my shit.
Right.
And if in order to do that, I had to like basically just pay for the check mark, and you get better engagement. It gets into the feed more, so I figured.
No, it's because of idiots like me that were so desperate to get a blue check that we were willing to pay for it. That the people that legitimately had blue checks were now had to pay for it as well.
But Elon took it away from everybody.
To be fair, I really deserved a blue check long before that. But I'm underground, so no one give a fuck except for the people that really know what's cracking. But I'm you feel me? I'm like Shouts of Bun and Pimp. You know what it is.
I mean, to be fair, the way it worked before, where you basically like had to just know somebody to get you verified, is kind of bullshit. Like I don't understand why. Like that was a bad system. The current system is dumb as fuck too, because a ton of the most important people on Twitter are not verified, and then tons of people with like 100 followers are verified.
And that's kind of like what the
hey, you snooze, you lose. How about that?
Was about to be is that now that I'm no longer paying for a blue check, I get 0 engagement on Twitter. Like literally, like you'll
Nigga
never
said
see
your
me.
homeboy is gay as fuck.
You got blue check on Instagram.
You see who I'm with?
I'm promoting porn
See who I'm
content
with?
that is highly monetizable.
I'm with my damn
even
self,
if the
so
only thing that does
wrong
well
person, buddy.
as a result of me
Wrong
paying is
person.
just the porn stuff, it probably pays for itself. So I figure why not? Right?
I'm by myself.
You said you see political shit.
So anything you saying about anybody else, man, that you gotta take that up with them. Got nothing to do with me.
On the most, it comes down your feed. So don't think that
I know I ain't doing nothing homo.
No, I understand. It's catering for me.
Whatever's clever
I
for
will
you.
forever go.
Make it work.
I'll forever go to search something on Instagram and like I guarantee it'll happen right now. If I go to the search tab, before I even get a chance to search the thing that I want to search, I'm sure I don't want to see her titties. I'm sure, look at like all bad bitches.
Let's all pull our shit up.
All the girls naked on Twitter. That's all they do is get naked on Twitter.
Things that are most likely to keep me on the platform. Aya.ovejero. Yeah, I want to see you naked.
I'm too professional to have a phone in the room while I'm potty.
Oh wow, look at you.
Wow,
sorry.
You've been
What the fuck?
bent over like
Wow.
like literally like.
I mean, it's just designed to keep you on that app, and when I click that shit, it's always some gigantic fake boobs.
It's always some gigantic fake boobs.
It's
That's
like
your
trying to
algorithm,
steal
dog.
my day away from me. That like always, and same thing.
Oh yeah,
I remember back in
they
the
know
day,
what
'cause
you
YouTube,
want.
You used to go to the YouTube homepage and it would show you your subscriptions.
Yeah.
Now it shows me like they're so good at pinpointing the 1 or 2 videos that I want to watch so bad that when I go to YouTube, it'll just be like, nah, check this out. Stay on this fucking app for another 20, 30
They do
minutes.
that. They will get you on there. No lie, they will get you.
For a few years,
But YouTube thumbnails usually don't have big boobs.
Well, there's one the Lush One White Underbelly interview.
It always tries to get me to watch that. Yeah.
Pretty big pair of tits right there.
And I never watch Chapel Ross on YouTube because I go to watch it on Patreon usually. So like it's always kind of be like, you sure you don't want to watch this Muad video? Like,
sure?
Yeah, I already watched it. I watched it on Patreon. Shut the fuck up, you know.
Are you sure you're gonna do that, buddy?
Piss break. I'm really going to business. I want to make serious.
We'll talk about something.
I'll be right. I didn't like it.
It's cool. How you feel about our new Lord and Savior Donald Trump taking over America?
Donald Trump.
When he's there, but
He ain't no Lord and Savior, but he definitely running the country at this moment.
Butted in them.
Yeah.
Me and AD.
I didn't watch the clip. How was that?
It's cool.
Yeah. I heard him calling you out for saying that his song sucked.
I told him his song sucked.
But he was kind of like calling you out, and then when you said, "Yeah, this shit sucked," he's like, I mean, what are you really gonna say?
He's not a bad rapper. We know AD is a very good rapper. He knows. I think he's a good rapper. And like, I'm well across his catalog and everything, but I just didn't like the song.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing that's gonna change that.
Right.
What song?
Because even if
What song y'all talking
God
about?
forbid, you feel me, like, you know, things change, and I still am not going
He
like that.
says your homeboy is gay as hell. That's crazy. You better go take that up with homeboy.
I don't think that's a bad idea.
Tomorrow, the additional episode of the Admiral Wax Show will drop, and you'll be able to see us have that conversation, and you'll be able to find out my exact thoughts about such an idea.
I don't think, okay, and I don't know about it yet, so I haven't heard you speak on this.
I mean, the one thing that kind of stands out to me is that it's like us having a conversation publicly or privately. I kind of don't know what the fuck we're going to talk about because it feels like, being that we are both content creators and being that we have both talked about each other for many, many hours, I feel like I know exactly where he's at, and I feel like he probably knows where I'm at. And I feel like us having this little semi-truce is probably good because I think us dissing each other and shit is just a waste of time at this point. But I don't really know like what the conversation would be like / be about.
What do you mean? AD's got his granny's heart, bro. He's a great human being at the end of the day.
For sure. And I mean, I feel like maybe at some point,
AD
you know,
is a
we
good
will
person, though, for real.
potentially, it could go that direction of us having
He was trying to be super cool on this fucking stream, and like,
to you?
yeah, like he was. You feel me? He was playing a little bit of cool guy.
You're
you know what I
saying,
mean?
oh, cool, like not like the nicest guy, but
Not
kind of
the nicest guy.
Oh,
you feel
okay.
me? Like,
I thought you were
like,
saying he was being Mr. Nice Guy.
no, he
friendly
wasn't
dude.
being Mr.
Okay.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
Okay.
He was playing a little bit like, hey, I don't want to be too nice. And this is my perception. You feel me? 1.5 whatever grams of mushrooms deep.
Right now?
Yeah. Well, whatever I ate of this that was.
Oh, shit. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. But whatever. You feel me?
Shout out everything 420 and everything mushrooms.
Shit's amazing. And this is like a very honest dialogue.
Yeah.
So I felt like he was kind of like, if he was warmer, then he would have, like, let's say he goes on his podcast with Pun and them the next day, and they might be like, yo, why the fuck was you being nice to Lush? Fuck Lush. He and Mark, and then
that's how
he,
you
like, it
feel.
would have been a, you know what I mean? So he was still kind of on a little bit guard.
Because
and not
Pun's
just,
always trying to do that to him about me and shit, of being like, oh, you want to be friends with him. Like, you want to be friends with Adam. You want to be, you know, like, he's always kind of trolling him, accusing him of being, like, too friendly.
well, so, and then, yeah, exactly. And then, but Pun's smart because he knows how to make good content, because he knows that's going to elicit a good reaction and that's going to make good content. And at the end of the day, quote unquote, it's all content, right?
It's all
Until it's not.
content.
And, but what, AD, like, I feel like he was really just, he was being chill. And I enjoyed like at least being able to dialogue with him, because I felt like he was never like the catalyst of a lot of negativity, and he's just kind of, you know, in the middle of a lot of shit.
As soon as I picked him,
No,
he
yeah, I
started
feel you.
playing. Shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like the kind of thing where if we were to like really have a conversation, it would probably require one of us to like reach out. And I don't think either of us are really like in the place where we're like dying to do that right now. Because I feel like, if anything, I feel like people are kind of looking at his content like he might be kind of the front, might be making better content than some of the other people on the platform who previously have felt like they kind of had the top spot. Now, he's never going to claim that because obviously he's a team player.
Well, I heard enough. I definitely heard enough, man. Adam them talk, man. They ain't say enough about Sharp. I feel like Sharp gonna come through. He gonna definitely use this clout in his troll situation to definitely take off and make this into something great. Bricc Baby gonna troll his way to the top. Hey, what works, don't fix it. It ain't broke. Until it breaks, then you fix it. You know? So stay focused out there. And stay away from motherfuckers that be just calling you bro all day. Nigga call you bro and cuzzo all day. Watch that nigga extra close. You know what they say? Keep your enemies close, but your friends closer. I'm telling you, your friends be the closest ones to being your enemy. And your enemies be the closest to being your friends. So always take that in factors and take that, put that in game and lock it in and use it and abuse it. This is something that's going to help you out in your day-to-day. Don't get lost in the sauce. It's your boy, Double S, and I hope your stress go to the wrong address. Till next time, I'll catch y'all, man. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, comment button. Send some likes to your boy. I'm definitely going to be tapping back in tonight because we got some stuff to talk, and it's almost time for this Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight. Y'all know I'm scared as hell right now, but it's all good, though. Mike, you got this. You got this, Mike. You got this. I'm nervous, but you better not be nervous, Mike. You Mike Tyson. Yeah.